Next lesson is on volume of a cone and volume of a pyramid. They actually have the same volume formula. It's 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. In terms of the cone though, since the base is a circle, we can also use 1/3 pi r squared times the height. Notice the height is interior. It's from the vertex of the cone down to the center of the circle, and it has to make a right angle with the base of the cone, the circle part. So find the volume round to the nearest tenth. So volume equals 1/3 pi r squared times the height here. Our radius is 3, our height is 6. So we have 1/3 times pi times 3 squared times 6. So 1/3 times 3 squared times 6, if we want to do it this way, we're going to get 18 pi, which is going to give us an answer of about 56.52. If we rounded to the nearest tenth, we would say 56.5, and we are cubic inches because we're still volume here. The next example, a cone-shaped cup is filled with water. The height of the cup is 10 centimeters and the diameter is 8. Problem is we have a diameter is 8, so we need to know that the radius is 4. What's the volume? So volume, 1/3 pi r squared times the height. So 1/3 times pi. Radius is 4 squared. Height is 10. We're going to actually want to go ahead and get a decimal here. So we're going to type this in. And we end up with 167.46 repeating. So if we're rounding to the nearest tenth, that would be 167.5 cubic centimeters. Like I said, pyramids have the same formula, 1/3 the area of the base times the height. Remember, pyramids' bases can be different shapes, so we have to look and see what the base is. So for this pyramid, we have a rectangular prism. So my volume is 1/3 BH. Off to the side, I can just figure out what B is. Since it's a rectangle, I'm going to do 3.2 times 1.4. Going to give me 4.48. So my volume is 1/3 times 4.48. Put that in parentheses just so that we're clear. And my height here is 2.8. So if I do that, I get 4.1813 repeating. So round to the nearest tenth. So 4.2 cubic inches then. Couple more examples here. This one, again, your base is a rectangle, or actually it's a square in this case, so 6 times 6, which is going to be 36. Your volume is 1/3 area of the base times the height, so 1/3 times 36 times your height is 8. So 1/3 of 36 times 8 is going to give you 96 cubic inches. So this one, find the volume of a pyramid that has a height of 9 and a rectangular base with a length and width of 3. So base is going to be 7 times 3, which is 21. So your volume is 1/3 area of the base times the height. So 1/3 times 21 times 9. So 7 times 9 then is going to be 63 cubic centimeters. In this one, we're going to work backwards. We know that the volume is 90. So remember, here's your formula. Our job is to find the height. So if we know the base is 5 times 9, that's 45 then. But we know the volume is 90. So 1/3 times 45 times h. So we're going to get 90 equals 15. H, divide by 15 on both sides, and you're going to get that h is 6. And we're talking about inches, so a height would just be in terms of inches.